The Killingley Redhawks tonight, big win on the road against a tough Waterford team. Chad, you're headed back to the state finals. Your team started off very slow. As a group, do you think your kids kind of overlooked Waterford a little bit?
I think they just came out slow, a little lethargic, and but you got to give credit to Waterford. I mean, Waterford came to play. They had a great game plan. They took it to us, and I think tonight one was great for the conference, great for the ACC. They have two teams in the semifinals, and they gave us everything we could handle, and fortunately we came out of here with a win.
The decision to go for it on, I think, in 4th and 1 from your own 10-yard line, was there any hesitation leading to that, or did you feel like your team needed something to get themselves going?
Oh, I didn't think we could give the ball back at that point. I don't know how much, plus minus we would have got with a punt anyway, a wet night. And I looked over to Gary, my defensive coordinator, and I said, "Hey, you good with it?" He said, "Go. What the heck? Let's go. Let's roll it." And Nurse is great at quarterback sneaks also, so that played a lot into the confidence of it. And it's a great call, but it's a bad call if we don't get it.
That's right. Hey, so now coming out of the locker room to start the second half, you have the big run by Sharp. And was the message to the offensive line that we need to kind of control the pace and the tempo a little bit and play our style of football?
Yeah, we could start seeing a little bit of us wearing them down a little bit towards the end of the first half. And we said, let's stay with the game plan. Let's be patient. Let's not, as bad as we played, it was a tie game at halftime. And, let's come out and do what we do best and let's finish. And that's what we did.
You've been in this position before personally as a coach,
Yep.
but this group of kids have not.
Yep.
So some of these kids weren't there when you won your last state championship. How do you handle that a little differently, or do you handle it the same way with the same approach?
Well, we're going to follow the same approach we used 2 years ago. And, there's some sophomores on this team that, contributed in that game. And, the younger kids, they're going to follow their lead. And, hopefully, we're going to be playing, from my understanding, a Western team that's very, very good. And, we're going to have to bring our A game and play well in all three phases of the game on Saturday.
You talked about a game like this is good for the league. With two teams from the league with a shot to go to the state championship. What's the message to other teams or other programs or people across the state when they see a couple of teams from the ACC fighting to go for the right to the state championship?
Yeah, I mean, we played some good teams this year. New Fairfield last week, and a lot of people thought New Fairfield was the team, and Waterford was as good as anybody we faced. And 5 years ago, everybody was so concerned about the conference and breaking up and separating. And I think it's as strong as it is now as ever because a night like this and the ECC coming together, and hopefully we can go out and represent our conference Saturday and win a state title for the conference.
And when do you guys get to work? Tomorrow morning, first thing, or tonight about midnight with some film?
The coaches, with such a quick turnaround, you got to kind of start ahead of time. And gathering, film and information, and we'll get going tonight, and we'll enjoy this one for a couple minutes. And, get going tonight, and tomorrow, the kids will lift and rest a little bit, and then, it's quick. I mean, Saturday's going to be here before we know it.
One last question. How proud are you and your staff of the program that you guys have built up at Killingley? If you could just take a few minutes to reflect back over the last 5 or 10 years and, going through some tough times there and now being in a position to win a second state championship, that's not easy, and that doesn't happen with a lot of commitment from a lot of people, I would imagine.
No, and one thing we have up is, don't be complacent. Don't let complacency sit in. That's something we've embraced as a coaching staff, and the players have bought in. One of the most things I was proud of tonight was, one of the referees on our sideline that was doing the change said, "Hey, Coach, I just want to tell you, your kids and coaches were great. There's no swearing, they're not yelling out there. And, for coach, that makes you feel even, the wins are great, but hearing that from, an official and, I said that says a lot about the program. We're not just a team, we're a program. We want to do things the right way. We want to take the field the right way, leave the field the right way, and win the right way. And we want to represent, who we are, and that's, Killingley High School.
Oh, do me a favor, will you?
Yeah.
Go finish it.
Yeah, we want to get that ring. That's for sure.
Hey, Chad, great game tonight.
Thank
Good
you.
luck this weekend, all right?
Thank you.